Well, howdy do. I bet y'all are here for some candy. That stuff will rot your teeth out. I'm gonna cook something better for y'all. So why don't you sit down right here and stay a while, okay? I'm gonna cook for y'all and the LSU fans, poor little things. Their football team got stomped today by Auburn. War Eagle. Before we get started, I want to talk to y'all for just a minute about what I do in my day job. Alright, so just turn in your code books to section 2208. Hello? Anybody there? Well, that was weird. Okay, turn in your code books to Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 8, which says, when you build a new house, make a parapet around your roof so that you may not bring the guilt of bloodshed on your house if someone falls from the roof. Folks, I think I've been violating that one for about 16 years. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. That's the Old Testament. We done grandfathered in on that one. That's the old law. We now under the New Testament. That's what I was told, for saving souls, but saving lives. Nashville's under the International Building Code. Well, where'd you go? What in the world's going on out there, huh? All right, where were we? Yeah, section 2208. There it is. All right. This week's recipe was sent to me by Bill Steffenhagen, who is Nashville's foremost authority on building codes and fire safety. And somehow I managed to convince him to send his mama's secret jambalaya recipe. Y'all want to try it out? All right, look at here. What? Redacted. Shoot. That old Bill. Oh. What in the world? Why don't you try this filet gumbo recipe from the New Orleans School of Cooking and Louisiana General Store, Bill?
First things first, we're going to cut up the vegetables, and we're going to start with a special blend of vegetables. They call it My Repo X. Now, when Cajuns make My Repox, they use celery, bell pepper, and onion, and they call that the holy trinity of vegetables. Yep, now My Repo X is a blend of aromatic vegetables. Aromatic vegetables are ones that put off a nice aroma when you cook it. Now, just as the holy trinity is made up of 3 equal parts, you're supposed to use equal parts celery, bell pepper, and onion. But some people like to double up on the onion, as they call it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make Cajun mirepoix. What'd you say? That's what I said, Cajun mirepoix. Yeah, mirepoix.
How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee.
Well, hey there, Mr. Justin Wilson. Come on in. Folks, I can't think of another single ghost I'd want coming to haunt us on a day like today than Cajun Chef Justin Wilson. Mr. Wilson, we done got the mirepoix cut up. Will you show us how to make a roux?
I put
1/2 cup.
of olive oil in there. Olive oil. And I also, too, I put
1/2 cup.
for flour. You put about
1 to 1.
and you cook that until you think that's gonna burn. But that's not what it did. See, it got to cook like Dutch chocolate right there, you see? That's so pretty. Stir them roux. That's the roux right there. That roux is I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff on that roux and cook it in there a little bit before I put the chicken.
Mr. Wilson, will you tell us that story about that old bird dog, please?
You know, I got a friend who lived down in the rice country in South Louisiana. He had a little sickness and other things in his family. And so he had to have some more money, and he done mortgaged everything he had except one thing. He had a retrieving dog named Fido. You spell that P-H-I-D-A-U-X. And he had not mortgaged this. The only thing, and he needed $2,500 back. And Fido was the very best dog in the world and the USA too. And he thought of a fella up near Stuttgart, Arkansas, where they got some rice field too. He said he got a lot of money and he loved to hunt them duck, and this dog, Fido, is the very best. And I don't want him to keep the dog. I just want to mortgage him to him for $2,500. I'm going to go see if I can't get it. So he got in his country Cadillac. That's a picking up truck. And he went up to Stuttgart, Arkansas, and he saw this fella, and he said, look, I need some money in bad, and I brought the collaterals with me. The fella said, what kind of collateral did you brought, and how much money you need? He said, well, I need $2,500. He said, well, that ain't much money, but what kind of collateral you got?
Ready, rice. Oh, come on. Y'all know me better than that.
He said, I got my retrieving dog, Fido. He said, well, I never knew any dog worth $2,500. He said, oh, hell, Fido's worth more than that. I'll pay you 100% interest. I'll get him back next year and give you $5,000 just to get him back. He said, but $2,500 is a lot of money. He said, well, I brought him. I'm going to show you how he operates. He said, okay, let's go see. He said, you got some pond that got duck? Oh, he said, hell yeah, year round. He said, all right, let's go. So they went out there, and he said, let's don't get too close. We're going to send Fido on ahead. When they get about a quarter of a mile, they send Fido on ahead, and he ran up there, and he just there just a minute, and shoo, he ran back, and he barked 6 times. My friend said there's 6 duck on that pond up there. This fella from Stuttgart, one of them disbelievers, say, I don't believe that. He said, well, let's go see. So they crawl on their belly like an alligator, and they get up there and look, and there's 6 duck. This big shoot farming people from up there said, accident. He said, you got another pond? He said, hell yeah, let's go with another. So they go to another pond, they send old Fido on ahead. He brought himself back and he barked 11 times. Man, they go up there on their belly like a alligator and they look on that pond, 11 duck. One of them actually was a goose. That fella said, I'll loan you the money. He said, I got a big shoot from way up north, Memphis. Come brought himself here, and I'm going to put the bee on him, and good. I need to get a lot of money. He loved to hunt them ducks. He said, okay. Well, he left Fido, and he didn't see this fella until after the duck season. He saw him at a big rice growers meeting up there somewhere. And he ran up to him, he said, how's my dog, Fido? He said, you know I had to kill that dog. He said, what you said? He said, I shot his damn head off. Well, he said, man, what in the world happened, huh? He said, well, like I'm told you, I got that big shoot down there at banking people. I'm going to really put the bee on him and good. And we go out there and I send Fido on ahead. And he come back and he barked full count. We crawl on our belly and there's 4 duck up there and that banking people kill all 4. They sit so quiet out there, you know. And we sent him to the next place and he brought himself back and he barked 7 times and we crawl on our belly like a alligator and get up there and we look, there's 7 duck. That banking people killed 4 and I've got 3. We go to the next place and we send Fido on ahead and he brought himself back and he pick up a stick when he get back there and he run at me and beat me on the leg with them stick. And he run at them banking people and beat him on the leg and scare hell out of him. And he ran and he climbed a tree because he's scared like hell. And he said, that dog done gone back. Kill that damn dog. Believe. My friend said, don't you know what Fido was trying to tell you, huh? He said, hell no. I don't know what Fido was trying to tell me. He said, all they were trying to tell you is there was more duck on that pond than you can shook a stick at, I guarantee.
try this filet gumbo. You want to? Mmm. That's good.